just days to go for Guyana's Golden Jubilee, it is clear that there's an overflowing sense of national pride. That is to say, everyone is pitching in to ensure that the festivities will be remembered for the next 50 years and beyond. In this edition of Government in Action, we bring you insight into the preparations for Guyana's 50th independence anniversary. The Golden Jubilee is set to be a massive celebration of Guyana's independence, and the government is working to ensure that every event lives up to the expectations of the anticipating public. Activities for the celebration will be observed throughout the year, with a grand celebration occurring on May 26. So as to ensure that the rollout of activities is properly handled, a National Commemorative Commission was established. The commission is a unit connected to the Ministry of Education's Culture, Youth and Sport Department and is headed by Honourable Minister of Education Dr. Rupert Roopnarine and Minister within the Education Ministry Dr. Nicolette Henry. Minister Henry explained that the commission is currently busy with venue preparation and sorting out other important logistics like safety, security and transportation at various venues. These arrangements, she said, are simultaneously being worked out throughout all the administrative regions.
What we will see happen in each region would be the flag raising in each region. They'll have a signature event on Independence Day, which is Thursday the 26th of May. In addition to that, government officials, particularly ministers, have been identified for each region to participate in the flag raising ceremony. Memorabilia and souvenirs have been sent to regions, signage as it relates to the logo and the branding to ensure that their decoration and or illumination of buildings do reflect the logo of the 50th anniversary. In addition to that, we have provided at the level of the Department of Culture, Youth and Sport, provided support to the planning committees in all the administrative regions to ensure that the programs that are being rolled out is certainly in keeping with the theme, that of reflection, celebration and inspiration.
Planned events include mega concerts, literary and music festivals, sporting events, as well as the traditional flag-raising ceremony. There has also been some reshuffling of the dates of popular events such as the Mashramani Parade and Guy Expo. On the note of the float parade, Minister Henry said that there is an expectation of no less than 50 floats this year. She added that so far, there has been confirmation of at least 45. This number, according to feedback from her staff, is apparently the largest number of confirmations ever received for the Mashramani float parade this early before the event. It was also noted that the parade has been rerouted. Revelers will now move from Church Street, along Avenue of the Republic, up Brick Dam and into the Jubilee Park. Minister Henry said that this route holds historic significance as the revelers will pass underneath the Independence Arch. Brick Dam is also the first street to be built in Georgetown some 200 years ago, adding even more sentiment to the event.
The costume and the float, the guidance is that they will certainly be in keeping with the theme of reflection. So we're going to see float that will represent our journey for the past 50 years. Perhaps look at the persons that will have shaped the events, even during the pre-independence struggle, those that worked to ensure that Guyana did become an independent state. There are those that, having become independent, that would have made significant contributions. Then there's also the area of culture and arts, what it is that depicted or could relate to the first decade, the decade of 1966 to 1976, the way people look and dress in that particular era. So that is the kind of float that we're going to be seeing, and costume representing the 5 decades of our independence.
Plans for the construction of the Jubilee Park are well underway. Apart from the parade, this location will be a major venue for several highly anticipated events on the calendar, including the flag-raising ceremony. Meanwhile, the public will not have to wait until later in the year to get a taste of Guy Expo. In light of the Golden Jubilee, the event will this year be held from May 12 to 15 at the Sophia Exhibition Ground. Guy Expo has, over its 21 years of existence, become one of the most anticipated annual events in the country. Now attached to the Ministry of Business, Guy Expo 2016 will be observed under the theme 50 Years, Guyana Means Business, promoting enterprise, driving productivity. We met with Chairperson of the Coordinating Committee, Mrs. Dawn Holder Alert, as well as the events coordinator, Mrs. Tamika Sugdeo Singh. Without revealing too much, the two women assure that since Expo will be the first major event on the calendar, they intend to start the Jubilee celebrations with a bang. In addition to gate prizes for patrons, Expo will also feature workshops for businesses to assist in improving their overall operations and increasing production.
We're looking at packaging and promotion. We're looking at use of social media and website development, how to do business plan and financing your business. The Expo now falls under the ambit of the Ministry of Business, so we are trying to ensure that Expo focuses or has that business focus.
Mrs. Holder Alert added, though, that while there will be much fun involved as usual, the premise of Expo will focus on business, as the theme suggests.
The President has said in his mandate that there were certain things that he wanted to see. A lot more than just the jump and wave. So though you will have that aspect of entertainment, Expo is a serious business enterprise, which we hope to have our manufacturers, small, medium and large, all come out, all be able to gain access to other businesses from the diaspora, other businesses here, who are prepared to make linkages with them and partnerships with them that they can benefit from and walk away. So when Expo 2016 is over, that's not the end of them. They're able to benefit in some major way and their business expand.
So far, some 300 booths have already been sold for the occasion, and the committee hopes that more will come on board within the coming days. Also on the list of attractions is the recently launched Jubilee helicopter on their local carrier Air Services Limited. The aircraft, which is emblazoned with the colours of the golden arrowhead as well as the Jubilee logo, will facilitate special aerial tours for the Jubilee at reduced prices so that persons can get an elevated view of beautiful Georgetown to add to their list of memorable events. General Manager of Air Services Limited, Mrs. Annette Arjun Martins, explained that the move coincides with the company's own 50th anniversary, giving their contribution dual meaning.
So in a nutshell, Air Services Limited is extremely pleased to be part of our country's 50th independence celebrations. And we thought that, in addition to adorning our buildings with the logo, which we are doing as well, that we will also rebrand one of our aircraft in the national colors, because we see it as being this magnificent emblem that will be available during the Jubilee celebrations. And of course, you can't miss it when it's up in the air, doing its charters or tours. So that was basically the initiative. Of course, everybody is doing their own part, and this is our simple part. And I really want to stress that without our young, dedicated team of engineers and staff, it would not have been possible.
The branded Bell Long Ranger helicopter has the seating capacity for 6 persons. Air Services Limited will also partner with the Ministry of Tourism in other ventures.
For the Jubilee and at least beyond, we will have these packages. It's part of our commitment to the development of our fledgling tourism industry. We were very fortunate to have Minister Cathy Hughes, who we're very proud of as being our first female Minister of Tourism, here to the inaugural flight of the helicopter. And we intend to collaborate much more closely with the Ministry of Tourism to bring Guyana's beautiful interior to the general public.
And now talking about the people, perhaps looking at social media, at the response of people who have seen the preparations underway, can you speak to perhaps an increased sense of hope or excitement from the people?
Well, certainly, and if social media is to be used as a gauge, I can tell you that people's sense of patriotism has certainly been ignited, and there's a sense of national pride based on the comments I've seen. They've mostly been positive comments, which I think is a good direction that we're going in. In addition to that, you would have recognized that lots of buildings have been decorated. Persons are beginning to showcase, even if it's a simple flag, to be part of this movement, if I were to call it that. And so yes, I get a sense that there is a sense of great expectations.
But it's not just social media that reveal the hopes of the people. Some persons genuinely feel pleased with Guyana's 50th independence milestone.
But we've seen a lot of progress right now, and it's very nice that we're turning 50, because I'm 51, so it's very nice. I mean, the government is doing a lot of good things for us. Yeah.
So I feel good about it. I feel good about it, and along with that, my sister-in-law, her 50th anniversary would be the 27th of May, right? 50 years since she married, togetherness, all the years togetherness, and then this, you know, so I said it's really something good. I really would enjoy it. I only waiting for the time to come, and I enjoy myself. Well, I won't be in all the activities, but I will try to be in most of the activities. Yeah, especially the flag raising.
I won't live to see another 50 years, so I will enjoy this one, and I know I have a lot of family be coming back home for it, and that I see for a very long time. And I hope everything will go well, and everybody will have a good time, and nice to enjoy it.
Though there are still some days to go, the atmosphere of celebration is certainly in the air. And so the countdown continues as Guyanese anxiously wait to experience all that is in store in this, the 50th year of Guyana's independence. This is Jasmine Payne. Thank you for joining us.